this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what...
There we go!
Chavez! Look at him go, boys. Look at him go. You love to see it.
Defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, even in football games, they turn into 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Hall will throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Gets it out
fast. What a good first drive.
You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot.
Oh, no.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteers offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual.
Damn, they're fucking stacked. That wide receiver. Oh! I should have lit his ass up, dude.
football can find the right the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys.
Dude, look at that receiving core.
From the gun, the ground game.
Bitch ass bitch.
And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's hard.
Yes, sir.
And that's him.
Talk to me. Fucking stadium's rocking, son.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the grab, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quarterback may change this route. Hall to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Vols want to move quickly. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
He's going to fire deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And the QB going a little bit of touch, trying to fire that thing up in the air. And give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's as if you're in golf in a space odyssey. Williams Bryce alive on third down.
Look at this motherfucker carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very doing a nice job on that last
Damn
one,
it.
first down.
Now the connection takes it to the
Damn it,
other.
damn it, damn it.
And the Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they
When was I home? I wasn't really home.
can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Huh? Yeah, but I didn't really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like busy. In and out. You know?
Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year.
Yeah.
He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Yeah, she did. She was like,
Now
yeah.
check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you
Yeah.
can make a case this is the game of the week in the
So she got into something when we left.
Kentucky needs
Or
to pick up the
she,
pace. This puppy is
just
far from
hungry as shit.
And with this
Throwing up.
crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Are you just going to sit there and ruminate and work yourself up about it?
Week in and week out in the SEC,
I don't believe you.
attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hall will throw it. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking for space. It's Chavez. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They're dealing with a second and long. Hall to go up top. It's complete to the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Gamecock. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
from go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Using the quick game.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped just inside the 30 of the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Might as well give it to him again. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? You got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. As the Rooster throws, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Back to throw, it's Harden. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the shotgun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking for a crease. It's Chavez. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hall will throw it. The quick out. Putting together a
Yes, sir.
scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Gamecocks are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake.
Wow.
Shot for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able
Pop.
to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties, no more turnovers.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that Keaton made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll go to the sneak.
Haha, bitch.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Hall to go up top. Working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top.
Oh.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. means it's at the 37. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Got it behind the line. It's Abraham. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and it's 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is. At least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Punts it out of the air. He's got it. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover.
Pass interference? Nope. All right. No pass interference. Bad, dude. Bad, dude.
He's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Harden. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Quick throw to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the 1st play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Abraham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Abraham. the defense was there and ready for that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. They just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he's down to the 41. That's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. And I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Give to the back. There he goes. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Dude, what is my left guard doing? Except not blocking us all.
To get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got
the motherfuckers guessing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. It was a great read by the quarterback.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the
Didn't work, did it?
He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And nice job by the defense staying getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He leaves it with his back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get it down at the 35.
I'm up, Bobby.
And the Volunteers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Back to pass. It's Harden. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Fucking shit out of here, bitch.
They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Comes from the 27. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, and he's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Until they stop him. He's got it again. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in his slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible. Allowing the pass rush to get upfield. And at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read, read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The play action fake. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense.
I'm coming for you, bud.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6.
No.
It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Don't do it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard. But they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Right up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Go pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do is not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.